Hey guys, we're going to look at MSTR today and Bitcoin a little bit. I think, surprisingly, I think one of the bigger opportunities in the market right now could be some of these cryptocurrencies. Let's just look. I know Bitcoin had a pretty bad day, and nope, Bitcoin price. Oh, I guess my internet's being weird. Um, but it's around 60K right now. There we go. Yeah, so I had a little bit of a drop. It's lost about 50% since its last kind of all-time highs. To be honest, I think that we will maybe continue dropping, um, probably until October, maybe earlier, a little earlier. I think that we could see 45,000 again. Again, with Bitcoin, you don't really ever know. Because I've been in kind of the crypto space since around kind of this time. And I just remember it hit 20,000, then came all the way down, lost about, 70% of its value. This time was a little different because I remember it came down and then randomly went back up and then proceeded to then do kind of like a repeat of the cycle where it lost about 2/3 of its value. And now it's looking as though this is the top, and I would expect 120. I would expect it if it loses around 2/3 of its value again. You're looking at about 40,000, 45,000. But what I don't know is if it's going to pull one of these, kind of bounce back up, or if it's going to pull one of these back here. So either way, I'm waiting. Or I'm slowly phasing in. I've talked about MetaPlanet before on this channel, so I figured I'd talk about Monster today. And I think you maybe could start slowly phasing in, but I think that it's a possibility that we keep dropping for the next few months, or maybe we kind of come back. So, but with that, I think that Monster just breaking below $100 today. This is just leveraged Bitcoin. I wouldn't view it as anything other than that. So it's really all about Bitcoin and kind of levered Bitcoin. There's been a lot of, hate thrown at Michael Saylor lately. I think I know that he sold like 32 Bitcoins or whatever. I think that he does have a whole bunch of kind of systems set up for dividends and monthly payouts and those sorts of things. But it's not enough for me to be concerned. We could go look at it, but if I would say if you're concerned about all the Michael Saylor stuff, you could, and you want a Bitcoin exposure, I think MetaPlanet's a good one. I'll put that in the video description too. To wait, there's also ASST, but this one's weird to me because while MetaPlanet and Monster are trading at all-time lows. Sorry, not all-time lows. They're kind of back to 52-week lows and whatnot. ASST is not. It went all the way down to $8 and now it's like 12. So this one, I don't really know why it's different. I know that it has Matt Cole as CEO, and then they have SATA, like a preferred dividend stock that they have set up. So it's the structure is a little different, but I still think kind of the same thing. So, but with MSTR, I do personally think that, um, now in the next 3-4 months, could be a good time to maybe start scaling into some of these Bitcoin treasury companies, and and Bitcoin itself and whatnot. And kind of, I think there's an opportunity here. So then there's Peter Schiff who hates Bitcoin, though gold isn't doing so hot either. So he was telling people to YOLO into his gold company when gold was trading at 5,000 an ounce. By the way, I do think gold will be fine too. I just think you got to wait for these rate hike fears to go away, which could take a quarter or two. Bitcoin kind of trades on its own cycle, and so it's nearing lows, whereas the rest of the market is at all-time highs. So I naturally am inclined to think that there's, slowly an opportunity opening up here. But I think that, you know, Bitcoin, we'll see what it does over the next 3, 4 months, but it could be a time to start slowly phasing in. And then from there, it's just waiting it out. I do believe that, I don't believe that Bitcoin is dead. I do believe that Bitcoin will reach new all-time highs for the next couple of years, and it's just a matter if you want to wait it out or not. Quantum computing, I don't think is going to crack the crypto code. I'm slightly skeptical on quantum. Not that I think there's opportunity there, but early. It's very early, right? So this one, so I think it's kind of interesting to start watching below 100. We'll see kind of what Bitcoin does, but I thought that I would kind of give you guys a few Bitcoin treasury companies, the ones that I like at least, which are MSTR, MetaPlanet, and ASST. There's a few others, but those are kind of the main three that I at least kind of like. So I'll see you guys in the next